so for real. Who feeling that glow in here? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry cold as chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Hit first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I keep it so for real. Who feeling that glow in here? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry cold as chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, let's go. Get first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See that pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way before the deal.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Hat on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby.
Thanks, Coach. Originally opened in 1995 as Jacksonville Municipal Stadium with his franchise.
There ain't no time, is it? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I on the wrist. I like the haters, you know I'm icy in Vegas. This for the haters, I make a lot of new money, when it's not savers. You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist.
Much appreciated, Coach. Smack dab in the middle of I-295 that encircles the city of Jacksonville in Northeast Florida. There's a good look at TIAA Bank Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Come on, boys, let's go. Let's go.
To their big tight end. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
A man who played college football here in the Sunshine State. It's USF's Marlon Mack. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Second and 2. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 39.
First down, Indianapolis.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Hines. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Red, 8, read. Tighten up, tighten up. Pull together. Go.
On 2nd down now. It's Hines. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
Check 26, check 26. Check hard. Walk, keep walk. Check.
They're going to look to throw. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Go. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Ready? Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Let's go.
On 2nd and 9, Minshew. This pass complete to Higgins. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Break. 50's the mark. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Fournette, a first down carry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Check it backer, check it backer.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Let's go.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Fournette running out of the gun. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half.
Ready.
Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
58 to Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
From the 41, Minshew. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 27-yard line.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Mike, 58, right there.
This one out quickly to Westbrook. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
That's good for a Jacksonville 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Set up. 18 Gator. Danny. Protect. X3. 218. Chopper. Hit it.
Fournette. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Get that ball. Hey. High 7. 58 to Mike. Check back. Get it.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Down. 10-2 stop. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the buses. Go.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go! At their own 29-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Calais Campbell in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down.
36, 36. 25, check 25, check 25.
They'll look to throw here. And he's going to go down again. Calais Campbell has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Third and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Throwing on first down is Minshew. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Coming to you. Coming to you. Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Looking to throw again on second down. Minshew, that one complete. He finds Sharp. Showed that brute strength, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Brings up third and 2.
On the double. Mike 50. We own this. We own this. Shoot.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. This is Jeff Swaim, the tight end. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 26.
They brought in the heavy set on third down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
Let's go
now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Hey, orbit.
Minshew, 1st and 10. The open man is Westbrook. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Christian, travel. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Hatchet. Big grip.
They'll run with Fournette. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. And this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Ready.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd.
At the 5-yard line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll toss it to Fournette. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
It's 3rd and goal.
They're back at the 8 now. 3rd and goal.
Let's go deep, tighten up.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And it's a Jacksonville touchdown. Lambo to add on the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 2nd down and inches. And the catch made by Hilton. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. 1st down, Colts.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now back to throw. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette, and he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
It's a game of 5. Brings up second and 5.
From just shy of midfield, Minshew. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This quarterback now 10 of 10 to start the game. How about that? As he comes up on a 1st and 10.
You draw perfect.
This is Fournette. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up second and 7 at the 39.
58 for Mike. 58 for Mike. Hey, exit. Let's go.
From the 39, Minshew. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun is Minshew. And he fires one, but incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
1-yard gain brings up second and 9 at the 31-yard line.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. This one fielded at the 5. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
18 Gator. Check. Watch out. Shoot.
A throw left side complete to his receiver, Westbrook. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
It's a gain of a yard. And the Jaguars, first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Down. 15 Lonnie. 15 Lonnie. This thing is a loss. We taking wins home. 5.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Watch the run. Look at me. Go. Lead grip.
Off play action, it's Minshew. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
First down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, watch his flat.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the curl. Check. He's checking. Watch twist.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw. You don't know no better. Now.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
58, Zoo. 58, Mike. Here we go. 58 to Mike, 58.
A shotgun give to Fournette. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Set 50, plant.
Nice 50.
I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Go. Give me that ball, defense. Get it.
From just shy of midfield, Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darius Leonard in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. Buzz. 58, right over there. Go.
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. And that is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at about the 14. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
He'll look to throw. Ebron caught left side. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
I'm going back to you.
Draw play. This is Hines. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd down.
Red, 8, Reed, 47.
And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty Jim. Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping. Shift. Jim. Ready.
Back to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. What did you see there, Charles, on that interception from the rookie?
They've shown him certain looks on defense throughout the first half, and they pulled the string here in the second half because he got used to those looks, and they showed the exact same thing, but changed it up just a little bit where he thought something was open, and now, with the change in defense, it no longer was.
Tyquan Lewis makes the stop.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
30 base. Hey, lock it.
Watch the edge. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Hey, box drop.
Slam.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
Yes. Bravo.
Mike 50.
Fournette on the counter. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning.
Ready?
Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
5-yard gain on the play. And the Jaguars, first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now Fournette. And he's got room. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Leonard Fournette with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and the lead will swell by 1 more. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Watch the screen.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Colts on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll set up to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared. This is taken at his 4.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
They're going to look to throw. And Pascal's got it. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Colts.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. Now it's Hines. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Check, tight right. Solo out there, check the outs out there. Even. 4 down, even.
They run again with Hines. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On third down, Hines. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? This is away, and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Second and 6 at the 36-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Converge.
On the run, it's Fournette. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
It's a loss of a yard. second and 11 at the 44-yard line.
10 Lobo.
Check tight end. Check tight. Check tight.
Get it.
And they take a knee.
Minshew on the keeper.
So first and second down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
4 down. 4 down.
Say go.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Minshew on the keeper. A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good.